Today on Running to Him.
Compassion and grace overrule statements of the law. Today we will read 1 Samuel chapter 21 through 25 and concentrate on 1 Samuel 21, 1 through 6. Then David came to Nob, to Ahimelech the priest, and Ahimelech came trembling to meet David and said to him, "Why are you alone and no one with you?" And David said to Ahimelech the priest, "The king has commissioned me with a matter, and has said to me, let no one know anything about the matter on which I am sending you, and with which I have commissioned you, and I have directed the young men to a certain place. Now therefore, what do you have on hand? Give me 5 loaves of bread, or whatever can be found." The priest answered David and said, "There is no ordinary bread on hand, but there is consecrated bread, if only the young men have kept themselves from women." David answered the priest and said to him, "Surely women have been kept from us as previously, when I set out, and the vessels of the young men were holy. Though it was an ordinary journey, how much more than today would their vessels be holy?" So the priest gave him the consecrated bread, for there was no bread there but the bread from the presence, which was removed from before the Lord, in order to put hot bread in its place when it was taken away. Well, today I'd like to address the issue of compassion over law. Sometimes we think that there is no instance where a rule may be broken. Other times we casually break a rule without giving a second thought to the issue. How can we live consistently and still follow the need to offer grace and compassion to those around us? David was running from Saul, and Saul was jealous of David's popularity, as well as his son Jonathan's loyalty to David. When David arrived in Nob with his men, Ahimelech was worried. David told him that the king had given him a special mission. On first glance, that may be seen as a lie, but it wasn't. Several times David refers to God as king. In Psalm 24:7 through 10, David writes, "Lift up your heads, O gates, and be lifted up, O ancient doors, that the King of glory may come in." Who is the King of glory? The Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle. Lift up your heads, O gates, and lift them up, O ancient doors, that the King of glory may come in. Who is this King of glory? The Lord of hosts, he is the King of glory. Selah. God set David as king over Israel, and David was protecting himself from Saul. But what about his eating the bread that only priests could eat? Didn't Ahimelech break the law when he gave it to David? The answer is clear based on Christ's statement to the Pharisees in Mark 2:24 through 28. He says this, "The Pharisees were saying to him, 'Look, why are they doing what is not lawful on the Sabbath?' And he said to them, 'Have you never read what David did when he was in need and his companions became hungry? How he entered the house of God at the time of Abiathar the high priest and ate the consecrated bread, which is not lawful for anyone to eat except priests, and he also gave it to those who were with him.' Jesus said to him, 'The Sabbath was made for man, and not man for the Sabbath. So the Son of Man is Lord even of the Sabbath.'" So what is the principle that we can glean from the story of David? The law was made for man, not man for the law. Compassion and grace always supersede the command. For example, ambulances carry a patient to the hospital, or going to pick up a patient from the hospital can run red lights and run stop signs. A person may protect him or herself from harm without penalty, but that doesn't give us free rein over God's commands. If we are in need, not just want, we can prayerfully seek God's grace. We can also give grace to those who are in need. Compassion overcomes the rule.
Thank you for listening. We pray that today's devotion was meaningful to you. We would love to hear from you. You can use either Facebook or YouTube to like, subscribe, share, and tell others about us. If you would like to contact us, you can reach me at phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.